there's only been, I believe, 214 coaches inducted into the Hall of Fame. There's 987 football players inducted, and we have two of them that got inducted, and they're both deserving of it.
Bill Royce was the best outside linebacker in Division II, and Coach Martinelli was the best head football coach in Division II.
With him and Bill both being inducted, it puts Division II football on the national map. That lets people know that our hard work, dedication, commitment, and competitive spirit is alive in the Division II level as well.
My first thoughts that I feel link those two is their preparation, their attention to detail. I think unmatched in Division II college football. The amount of dedication and preparation that they put into this game, they always were calm and under control, and that helped them always in the heat of the battle do their best.
I recruited Bill Royce out of Northmore High School. He was a 6 foot, 195 pound receiver.
His first year, he started off on what I would consider the dark side. He played wide receiver his first year here, and then we got him over on the defensive side of the football, and Coach Martinelli moved him over there because we needed some help defensively.
As players, we kind of thought, is there really a spot for him? And then once they moved him to defensive end, he just took off and just never looked back.
It didn't seem like a game went by that he didn't get at least one sack, if not two. There was so much attention on Bill, it allowed myself and other very good players on that defense to shine. And we owe a lot of that to Coach Fred and to Bill.
He came to Ashland in 1959, and our program in 1959 was probably at the lowest level in terms of intercollegiate football. And he oversaw a program that developed during his time period to one of the tops in Division II.
When you look around the country, even I've been out for about 10 years now from coaching, but people still talk about Fred Martinelli.
I think Coach Martinelli was able to build a program that, even though the pieces change, the product is still the same. That exemplifies being able to build a program that is one that people recognize and take note of.
Bill Royce, he was always studying film. He was the hardest worker both in the film room and in the weight room. And even though he was much more conservative than some of his free-spirited teammates, he always let us do what we wanted to do as long as we had the same goal and mission, and that was to be the best football team that we could be.
The thing that I think separated Bill from a lot of our other players was the Bill's ceiling for greatness. When he got over on his defensive side of the football, every year he got better.
They would kick the line to him, they'd put it back on him, they'd try to triple team the guy, and he was still unblockable.
He would be right around offensive linemen, and if they put a back on him to try to block him with the back, it was just ugly.
Going directly in front of Bill, I knew I had to go 100% every play for punt team, or I was going to get trucked.
We would be asking Bill Royce for his autograph as an NFL player right now, had he not hurt his knee in the All-Star game.
He was our athletic director. He taught physical education here at the college, so he was a full-time professor. He was also our head football coach, and he was a recruiting coordinator. And that's almost being unheard of nowadays.
He was a brilliant man who knew which buttons to push and when to push them. He knew when to pat you on the back, and he knew when to kick you in the butt.
One thing Coach said was, don't paint yourself into a corner with a lot of rules. Teach kids how to make good decisions and trust them to do so. And these kids govern themselves.
We lost our first two games our senior year, which was supposed to be a really good year for us. And it was very disappointing. And I just remember on the bus ride back, the level of calmness that Coach showed us, because he had a lot of faith in us. And I think as a team, we really bought into that. And from that point on, I want to say we had 5 or 6 shutouts the rest of the season. We were blowing teams out. We had probably one of the most successful 9-game stints that we've had in Ashland University history.
You might not be able to see what he was thinking through those classes, but if you weren't doing the right thing in the right place, you would hear about it. And Coach was that kind of coach. He was on top of things all the time. And his team was like a lot like that in terms of their dedication and their intensity. I think came from Coach Martinelli.
We used to have freshman-sophomore games, and I was calling the defenses, he was calling the offense, and we put a pretty good whooping on the offense that day. And I think as we left the practice field, I think Coach fired me 3 times, screamed and yelled. As soon as we got in the office, or the coach's office, it was over. He said, "Okay, Coach, Skeets and I will be there to pick you up for dinner at 6:30, and it was over. And that was one thing that I really learned from him. When it was time to compete, it was time to compete. When it was over, it was over.
Bill was what you would call a do-gooder. Bill, he drank a glass of milk at night when everyone else was drinking something else.
Bill was never a guy that pounded his chest. You would think with all the accomplishments that he had out on the football field, he would be out there pounding his chest and doing all these. Never did that. He was never a real boisterous kind of player either. But our team really looked to Bill in terms of leadership.
He was a great player, great leader, and just a lot of fun to be around. Those guys had so much fun playing together.
For the time, he was very much a specimen, that he was built perfectly for the position. He had the speed to come off the edge, and just hard work and determination are the biggest thing, I think, that got him to the quarterback, was that he wanted to get there more than anybody else.
Just those memories are so positive because of how those two men are.
Bill Royce and Fred Martinelli, to me, are what epitomizes Ashland University. And I'm a better person having worked with those two quality people.
I'm really happy for both Coach Martinelli and Bill Royce in the things that they accomplished and the achievements that they received. Well deserved, and I can't say enough good things about it.
Coach Martinelli and Bill Royce, congratulations for your induction into the Hall of Fame. It's well deserved, and I like to think it's a little bit of us going with you, because we truly were and truly are still a family. So thank you.
I wanted to congratulate Bill and Coach Martinelli for their induction into the College Football Hall of Fame. It's a fantastic honor that you guys both deserve, and I just want to let you guys know that you are the voice for all of us Division II football players across the nation.
Congratulations, Bill Royce. You're the best football player that I've personally ever played with. Hard passion, dedication, perseverance. And Coach Fred, to be able to spend the last 4 years of your coaching career with you and to be part of your legacy is really important to me, and I really want to congratulate both of you.